Hello and welcome to My Green Pets. It's been a few weeks since we've been here in the sunroom. We've been touring around looking at some different orchid shows. And I'd like to start out today's episode with something a little bit different. I'm going to give you a little orchid quiz. Look at this spike. Look at the plant, look at the spike, and tell me, what plant does this come from? In the top right-hand corner of the video, you should see a little circle with an eye inside of it. And if you click on that, it gives you the option to choose. And while you're doing that, let's have a look around the sunroom and see what's going on, see what we've missed the past few weeks. The first thing up is this Vanda hybrid. The spike has extended out and finally we are starting to see some buds popping out on there. So I'd say we've still got a few weeks left before this blooms, but it's getting ever closer. Now if we go over to the baker's rack, we see a slipper orchid. This is a Mormodia type slipper orchid. And we've been monitoring the progress of this bud for a few weeks now, and it finally looks like it's getting ready to bloom. Won't be long now. Moving on, let's have a look at this Clivia miniata. It's a pretty common house plant, and it is not an orchid, but it does send out a bloom once a year. If you give the plant a cold rest period during the winter months, in the spring, it should send up something like this. It sends up a stalk with several different flowers on it. Now, I don't know if this one is going to send up a long stalk, but I do see the flowers, so we'll be looking forward to that blooming. My Christmas cactuses are also putting out some flowers, which is great. They're kind of welcoming the springtime. And this group of amaryllis, well, we call them amaryllis here. Technically, they are hippeastrums. And they are sending out several beautiful big buds, and we're looking forward to some flowers on those. This is another Christmas cactus that decided to bloom. You saw it in the fall, and it's welcoming the spring with one of its bright pink fuchsia flowers. The first Phalaenopsis flowers have finally opened up, and we'll be looking for this profusion of buds to open up and really give us a beautiful show for the spring. And now for the answer to our orchid quiz. If you said Brassia, then you hit the answer right on the head. You are right. This is Brassia New Start. It's a hybrid I got last year, and I'm really excited that it has put out 2 spikes and will be blooming in the next few weeks. I'm really looking forward to those. Brassias just have amazing flowers, and I'm really excited to have them. Now let's move on to the star of today's show. We've been looking at this plant for the past few months, waiting, and finally, here she is. Mormodia Jumbo World is in bloom. Not quite full bloom, but it's getting close. You may remember back in October I was concerned that the spikes had been chewed on by a slug. They've taken, October, November, December, January, February. They've taken 5 months to grow and to open up. And now, look at them. Aren't they just amazing? I love these flowers. One interesting thing about them is that not only are they really interesting and beautiful, but they're also fragrant. It's not a strong fragrance, but they do have a very unusual fragrance. It smells like a combination of licorice and menthol. If you can imagine a menthol scented licorice, that's what they smell like. But it's faint. It's not a strong scent. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I'm a real fan of this plant. It's beautiful. But of course, I'm a fan of all my green pets, and I hope that your green pets are growing well and doing wonderful things for you as well. That's all for this week. Please take care, and we'll be seeing you here next week in the sunroom, right here, My Green Pets. See you next time. Take care.